Hey guys, today we're here to talk about music production. We're going to deconstruct the process of producing a song with a step-by-step guide using this song as our example, Moonbound by J Abo.
I can see the bright side of almost any sky anymore. So I try to chase another sunrise, because enough just ain't enough unless it's more. I guess I'm moonbound.
Step 1. What is the artist trying to say? It's super important that everybody knows what the message of the song is trying to convey at first, so that you can refine that vision into the purest form for the audience.
We brought along the artist behind the song, J Abo, to share his thoughts on the creative process.
State your name for the record.
My name is J Abo, and I want to take a second to talk to you guys about the artist-producer relationship and how executing on that the right way can get you closer to the sound that you want out of your song and your music. Now, one of the most difficult things to find in a producer is to find someone who really has that balance between allowing you to be yourself as an artist and having your vision come to life, but also being able to make some decisions that you might not be so happy about, but that they know are ultimately for the best of your song.
Okay, so Jay came to us with the lyrics and the guitar part fully written, and our job was to flesh the song out and make it build to something. And in order for us to know where to go first, we wanted to listen to the lyrics and get an idea of what the song is trying to say. And so there is this really important line in the song. It's the tagline, if you will, and it comes right after the chorus, and I will play it for you now.
As I'm moonbound, I'm moonbound, as I'm moonbound.
Okay, so that's it. That's the tagline, Moonbound, and that's the theme of the song. So we had to ask ourselves, what does it mean to be moonbound? And I guess more importantly for us as music producers is, what does it sound like to be moonbound? And that's what started our music production journey on this song.
Step 2. Agree on a sonic palette. Once you have the vision for the song, now you need to choose the sounds that amplify that vision. So the next step for this song was to decide on a sonic palette. And what I mean by that is kind of like a mood board of sound. So we wanted to decide what kind of colors, what kind of instruments, what kind of timbres we wanted to kind of reflect what we thought the message of this song was about. So we decided to go for like a dreamy, nocturnal theme. So at the end of the chorus here, we wanted to kind of like have like a sonic impact. We wanted to kind of like round that off with a sound. So we chose a small finger cymbal and a hang drum to kind of act as a cymbal on the downbeat. Let's take a listen. And those sounds in isolation. Beautiful. So in keeping with the dreamy nocturnal theme, we needed one element to lift the start of the pre-chorus. So we went with what we called the Moonbeam synth. I'm just going to play that now. So I think you can agree it's pretty dreamy. In the context of the song, it sounds like this. You can barely hear it, but it just gives it a nice little lift.
I can see the bright side of almost any sky.
So what's interesting about this sound was it was actually a bass guitar played through lots of pedals.
Step 3. record. Never compromise in the recording phase ever, because this song will be on the internet as long as the internet exists. So do that extra guitar take, do that extra vocal take. Just make sure you get it right in this phase.
Here's a little clip of us bouncing ideas around when we were working on Moonbound.
So maybe I'll do them one at a time here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like drums though.
I know that's drums is the percussion part of this is
Most question mark. Yeah, definitely like brushes.
brushes on a djembe ultimate folk. Definitely brushes and
Ah, so nice. All right, cool. In the recording phase, no idea should automatically be discounted. Experiment all you want, but always use step 1 to guide your decisions and help you stay focused. Okay, so step 3 was recording, and we wanted to just take our time and record as much as possible. As you can see, we have 12 different sessions of just recording on this song alone. So let's open one of these sessions. So for this particular session, we had what was called Band Day, where we brought a bunch of musicians over to record, just record different ideas that we had or they had and just see what comes out. I will play you a couple of these ideas now. So first we have Jerome's slide guitar. So this is kind of like taking the country trope of slide guitar, and we added some effects to try and make it a little bit more dreamy and a little bit more nighttimey, if that's a word. So next I want to show you Steve's ukulele bass. Let's check it out. So we wanted to use an instrument with a really strong rounded low end, but we thought the ukulele bass would be nicer than a regular electric bass because it sounds more like an upright bass, and it gives that more folksy feel. And I think it just sounds like softer and nicer for the song. So the last idea I wanted to show you was we asked drummer Ratish to bring over all his super weird percussion instruments.
it's the skull of a what exactly?
It's a jawbone.
It's a jawbone.
It's actual jawbone.
It's the sound of rattling
antelope.
teeth.
And it's used in Peru.
And just try a bunch of ideas out. And this is something we came up with. So what we have here are some djembe tracks. We have an actual Peruvian jawbone right here. We have brushes on a djembe. And we have this strange bottle sound. I don't even actually know where this came from, but it sounds cool. And yeah, that's it for the recording process. I think it's just about more is more, and get all the ideas out, because only then can you see which idea is the best.
Step 4, edit and arrange. Once you have all the material that you want, it's time to carve this thing into a work of art. Attention to detail is the most important part of the editing phase. You need all the instruments and vocals to peacefully coexist with each other. This works the opposite way of step 3. You need to be laser focused on exacting the vision of the song during the editing phase. Any sound that does not serve the vision of the song, no matter how much you like it, has to be taken out. Inevitably, there comes a time in every recording process where anything further that you add actually takes away from the essence of the song. When we reached that point with Moonbound, we knew it was time to stop recording and start the editing and arranging. Initially, this kick drum loop was playing throughout the song, but we decided to move it from certain sections to give impact to the parts where the kick drum does eventually come back in. So here's one little example of that.
I'm dreaming hard but living easy.
Another example of this kind of arrangement was this keys part, which we initially had playing throughout the whole song, but we decided it was only really necessary to be added at the end of the guitar solo to lift the second part of the solo.
Here's a couple no-nos for music producers. No-no number 1, no bias. As a producer, you have your own musical taste already, and you will gravitate towards sounds that you already like. However, more often than not, that could be in opposition of what the artist wants for the song. Always use step 1 as your North Star. What is the artist trying to convey? You are trying to make an artist's vision come true, and the more open and unbiased you are in the production process, the purer the final product will come out.
No, number 2, don't overproduce. As we touched on in step 4, music production isn't a chance to show off all your cool new technical chops or your sweet new plugins. Absolutely, use everything you can at your disposal, but only in service to the overall vision of the song.
You can use these steps to help guide you whether you're producing your own music, you're an artist looking for a producer, or you're an agency looking for the right sonic branding. So have fun and don't be afraid to get in touch. Blow.